against the
from Petco Park in downtown San Diego. An NL West matchup on the show. It's Colorado going up against Oregon. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. So just about set now. And on the mound in this one, Ryan Yarborough. How about a scouting report on him?
Very dominant his last time out, picked up the win, only allowed 1 run. These guys would love to see him back on his game in this one.
So just about set now. Here's Kyle Tucker.
Leading off for the Buffaloes, the right fielder, Kyle Tucker.
The pitch. That one finds the zone, and that's how this series begins.
First pitch, 640.
Left-hand batter waits. On the ground, right side. Throw pulls him off the bag, and he's safe.
It was a healthy cut, but the same can't be said for the contact. He got just enough of the ball to put it in play, and that's all he needed. Tough play for the defense on what was kind of a swinging bunt.
Chris Taylor now. First pitch just misses. Yarborough throws over. Tucker dives back in. Next offering is in for a strike.
Good approach right there. You want to get something just a little higher that you can elevate. Stay out of that double play.
Next offering misses. 2-1.
That's where you want it. It's a good miss.
And a pitch. And fouled off. The pitch. Got him. And there's one away.
Good late cut for the strikeout there. That thing really got in on him. And, you know, the cutter isn't really a huge swing and miss pitch most of the time because it's not really meant to move a whole lot. You're just trying to miss the big part of the barrel and maybe get some weak contact. But that one right there did a whole lot more than that. That was a really good pitch.
Now here is Andrew McCutchen in there for strike 1. And here it comes. Edge of the zone for a strike, and it's 0-2.
Love how vocal the umpire is today. No doubt in the hitter's mind, catcher's mind, and even the pitcher's mind as to the conviction in the call.
Fouled off. He was late. Here comes a pitch. Now a high fly ball out to left center. Drops into the glove, and there are 2 down. Take a look at the lineup. Someone who makes things happen for them, in part with his legs, Chris Taylor.
And Boo, you and I were talking about it before the game. He's got good speed, and if you watch him in this game, he's that type of guy that's very smart. He doesn't have this just eye-popping speed, but he knows how to use it, and he's very intelligent on the base pass to get to the next base, to get around the bases, and ultimately score runs.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. in the box with 2 gone and takes a look at a called strike. And now the 0-1. Tucker off of first with 2 away. Next pitch is downstairs. Kicks and deals. There's a swing and a drive. That's back. And it hits the fence. Holt with a relay throw in there. He scores. And it's 1-0.
Mission accomplished there as he picks up the RBI to give him the lead. Anytime you smoke a ball off the wall, you kind of think about what it could have been, but obviously you have to be happy with that result.
Here's Jose Ramirez. In there, and it's 0-1.
Well, they're really running up the pitch count in this first inning. Lots of confidence from this team that is perhaps the hottest in baseball right now.
Kicks and fires. That misses the zone. Ball 1.
1-1.
And now the lefty. And a count 1-2. Runner at second, 2 down. The 1-2 stays alive. Two outs. Chop to first. Lewis takes it himself. Inning ends, and that stops the bleeding. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. It's now 1-0. We go to the bottom of the first, and today's starter, Antonio Senzatella. And Chris, pitching on the road has not been particularly kind to him.
Yeah, and you don't want to be too quick to say that he can't pitch on the road. Sometimes, you know, it's just a matter of luck. It's not having a feel. Difference between the bullpen mound to the mound out there on the playing field. Don't know what it is, but I know this. He's got good enough stuff to overcome and get it done on the road as well as at home. So we'll see what he's able to do in this one.
And he deals. Whit Merrifield swings through that one to lead off the inning. The wind and the pitch. And that skips in the dirt. Here's a 1-1. Good eye right there.
You got 2 balls, 1 strike.
That one in for a strike, 2-2.
Strike out, 2-2.
To the right side. He takes it on his own. One up, one down.
Batting second.
And let's take a look at the lineup. One guy swinging a hot bat recently, Whit Merrifield.
Well, he's already swiped 40 bags on the year, and I want to see if he uses his speed in this one or if they're able to shut him down. So many games, they're won or they're lost on an extra base, whether it's taking extra base or stealing a base, making sure you cut those bags, taking advantage of this game of inches. This is the kind of guy, he can deliver in that aspect of the game, a very dynamic player to watch.
And it's fouled away. One down, base is empty. In the air, right side of the infield. And they tag him out.
Batting third, the first baseman, Greg Lewis.
Craig Lewis will hit next. Lewis having a really nice first season in the big leagues. Definitely a Rookie of the Year candidate. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
2 down, nobody on. And a base hit into right center field. Around first and hustling for second. And the double puts the tying run in scoring position with 2 away. Man at second here with 2 away. Now it's the veteran outfielder, Willie Mays. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
And the strategy of winning a ball game, when you could make that pitcher work a little more, expose himself by throwing pitches, that could be the key to winning perhaps later on. So good job of extending this inning, getting a knock with 2 outs to bring the number 4 hole hitter up.
He swings and fouls one off. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. That one down the line, and it goes just foul. The 1-2. And down on strikes he goes. Out number 3. And welcome back. Here's Paul Goldschmidt.
Leading off for Colorado, the first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
Yarbrough back to work. And he dodges that fastball.
He needs a quick 1-2-3 this time around. Last inning, threw a lot of pitches.
The big lefty turns, kicks, deals. Gary Simmons has the plate duty in this one.
Well, with Simmons, it's not always your standard strike zone, Boog. It kind of gives a little extra in some parts of the zone and then can be tighter in others. But I think the important thing is he doesn't get labeled as inconsistent, so you got to stay ready up there.
The 2-0 is in for a strike. Yeah, one of those umpires, you just have to know what to expect, right?
Exactly.
The 2-1. Turned on, but that's foul down the third baseline. The 2-2 now. That one is absolutely belted. Back there. And out of here. Paul Goldschmidt goes deep, and they boost their lead. It's 2-0.
Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spit on some other pitches in this at bat. Was very patient, and it paid off.
Now it's Javier Baez.
Batting 7, the shortstop.
First offering, and it just misses. The lefty, the 1-0. Slice down the right side. The pitch. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit.
Right there, does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
Austin Hayes.
And now it's Austin Hayes. First pitch, and he just misses. And here it comes. Pitch is in there, and the count 1-1. Yarbrough throws over. Baez back in safely. Baez gets his lead at first with nobody out. Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, he's really working that inside corner with the cutter. I tell you what, I hated that pitch. So tough to get the barrel to and to keep it fair.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes and one away.
Well, Boog, it becomes pretty difficult as a teammate when a guy's struggling like this. You don't know if you want to go up and tell him to keep swinging it or if you want to give him his space, what exactly he needs. But right now, it's clearly a struggle for him, and you're just hoping that somehow, some way it'll click, and he can get out of this as quickly as possible.
Now it's going to be Luis. Baez runs. And first offering is fouled off. And a pitch. Runner goes again. It's a pitch out. The throw, tag, and he's out.
That goes to show you stealing a base is a tough thing to do and far from a sure thing, even with big-time speed. It's not easy to catch him, but that was a great catch and throw. Quick, not rushed, and accurate.
The wind of the pitch. That's down and in. The 2-1. That one is upstairs.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Swings and misses, and we're filled up. The wind to kick the pitch. Ground ball to the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. But add on one more as the solo shot stretches their lead even further. It's now a 2-0 ball game.
Can't understand why they all on me. I'm crazy. Don't get involved with me. I drop the top and feel this.
Here's Teoscar Hernandez, having more success against left-handed pitching this season, as might be expected.
Teoscar Hernandez.
The right-hander back to work. Ball one, no strikes. The pitch. And another ball.
2-0.
And the right-hander deals. That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. Right-hander kicks, deals. Pitch misses, and the count is 3-1.
Count for 3-1.
Righty to the plate. And that's ball 4.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
Now the left fielder, Akil Baddoo. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Ncaa, he's become known as a guy that's really tough to take deep, and that is especially valuable today, Chris, when the ball's going out of the ballpark so much. The 0-1, and there's a ball.
It's very important. It's all about run prevention, right? So when you have that, it's a plus. But if you are going to give up the long ball, you want the bases to be empty, and that's where control and command really comes into play for a guy like this.
And the righty deals. And a foul ball. The 1-2 off the outside edge, and now the count is 2-2. Nobody out, runner at first. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. McCutchen pulls it down, 1 away.
Batting 7, the third baseman, Evan.
Now it's Evan Longoria's turn.
Longoria.
He has consistently been one of the best in the sport against lefties, and yet the righties give him trouble. You know, you don't want to be labeled as that guy, but the numbers say what they say. First offering misses the mark.
Well, he's a good player, but if he wants to be great, he's going to have to figure it out against right-handed pitchers. There's so many right-handers in the game that you're going to see them one after another. So you would imagine with that many looks, Boog, that the adjustment's got to be coming soon.
The 1-1. That one missed.
Count 2-1.
Next pitch misses way outside. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
The pitch. Hit weakly on the ground. Baez flips for 1, and it's a double play to end the inning. We played 2 full. The Buffaloes out front here, 2-0. Welcome back, and now the right fielder, Kyle Tucker.
Leading off for the Buffaloes, the right fielder, Kyle
Yarbrough back to work. There's the strike. Pitch misses there, and that's ball 1. That one drifts inside. Lifted in the air, right field. Merrifield settles under it. Hauls it in, and there's 1 away.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
now batting, the second baseman, Chris Taylor.
Here's a speed threat, Chris Taylor. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time.
He's got pop, which is a little sneaky because he's so comfortable with taking his base hits to the opposite field, but he can jump you if you make a mistake.
The 0-1. Gets under it and pops it up. He makes the grab. Out number 2.
Now batting, the center fielder, Andrew McCutchen.
So digging in, Andrew McCutchen. 0 for 1 so far. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Counts 1-0.
Right side, hard hit. That one sizzling on its way through to the outfield. And that keeps the inning alive.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a
Now
firm
batting,
front side,
the designated hitter,
and the hands just continue to
Vladimir
carry
Guerrero
through
Jr.
the middle of the field.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. That one's in there, 0-1. Yarbrough throws over, and he's back in there. The pitch. And misses inside.
Good speed on the base paths. He handles the bat very well. I wouldn't be surprised if the skipper puts on some type of hit and run or run and hit.
Next offering is in for a strike. McCutchen leads off first with 2 down to the inning. The pitch. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Here's a 1-2. And a swing and a miss. And that's that.
Bounce to that, just bounce to that. Everybody wanna come, I'm announcing it. I'm always gon' get it, I'm always gon' get it. Even if you sit back denouncing it. But I come hang out with a vehicle. Ride through dirty, everybody see.
Back here in San Diego, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the veteran second baseman, Brock Holtz.
The second baseman, Brock Holtz.
And a pitch. Now fly ball to right center. Tucker under it. Brings it in. And a quick out, number 1.
Batting ninth, the catcher, Cam.
There's Cam Gallagher. This is a guy who's in the lineup first and foremost because of what he contributes defensively, Chris. And when you talk about preventing runs from being scored, this guy is a big contributor. And that's in there for strike 1.
I was always told it's hard to take you off the field when you play really good defense, especially at a premier position, and that's what he does.
Ball 1 there. Here comes a pitch. That's off the mark, and it's 2-1.
The hitting's going to come around. He's going to figure it out. But right now, his big asset is the way he plays the game on defense.
2-1 pitch is in there, and the count is even.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Kicks and fires. And a foul ball. Righty delivers. Now he breaks his bat. Taylor throws to first, and 2 straight set down to begin the bottom of the 3rd.
The right fielder, number 15, Whit Merrifield.
So the batting order turns over. Whit Merrifield up to the plate. And first offering is fouled off. And a pitch. There's a strike. kicks and deals. And 1-2.
1-2.
And he deals. Stays alive. And a 1-2 again. Out towards right center field. Tucker racing over to make the catch. New inning getting started. Now it's Jose Ramirez.
Leading off.
It's
for
interesting. He
Colorado,
plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does. And there's a hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. That
Now
pretty much
batting,
split the
the
zone
first
down the
baseman,
middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Now it's Goldschmidt up to the plate. In there for strike one.
And I think that skill set really upgrades the position, because when you have that kind of speed, it makes the whole team that much better.
And here it comes. In for a strike, and the count is 0-2. What about him playing another position on defense, one that would require a little more range?
Absolutely, and I think if push came to shove.
Rosario won, and they get him easily at first. It's a double play.
For me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
Javier Baez digs in now, and he's already singled in this game. In there, and it's 0-1. Next offering upstairs.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
The wind of the pitch. Foul ball. Two down, nobody on. Out towards left center. Baddoo makes the catch, and that'll do it. Back here at the ballpark, John Chambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the fourth, Ahmed Rosario.
Ahmed Rosario.
The right-hander back to work. Strike one.
It's good speed at the top of the order here. You want to get it on, see if you can get a stolen base, maybe get around the bases and pick up a run.
Next offering is in for a strike. The pitch. And a foul ball. He stays alive.
Ooh, missed a mistake right there.
The wind of the pitch. Got him. And that's the first out.
Very frustrating right there as a speedy potential base runner when with 2 strikes you just struggle to put the ball in play. You don't even have to get a hit at that point. You can help your team just by reaching on an error, but some way you got to find a way to shorten up the swing and put the ball in play next time.
So up next, Craig Lewis. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Hard ground ball, base knock.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. Here's the center fielder, Willie Mays. And what a two-way player, not just offensively, but as good a defensive outfielder as there is in the game. Sends a throw to first. Lewis back in standing. And the pitch. Down the middle for a strike. And it's 0-2.
Well, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
0-2 now. Good eye right there. Tying run at the plate. Just missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
The pitch. That one ripped. That's back there. Adios, pelota. His 12th of the season, and it ties it up. It's 2-2.
Impressive how he's able to take an outside fastball, get around it, and hit it with authority to the pull side. Most guys are popping up weakly to the opposite field.
And now Teoscar Hernandez.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Teoscar.
First pitch, and that's in for a strike. On the corner for a strike. Still only 1 out here in the inning. Next pitch is outside.
Too close for me, partner, to take that 0-2 fastball, but for whatever reasons he let it go by. He's still in the at-bat. I don't think he'll let the next one go.
Next offering way off the plate. That one drilled left field. That's back there. Adios, pelota. Teoscar Hernandez hits 1 out. His 9th homer of the year, and they jump out front. It's 3-2.
Well, that one won't stay below the radar. That made a lot of noise. Back-to-back homers, always a special feeling at the ballpark, especially if it's your team that does it and those guys get to slap hands at home plate. This is the kind of thing that can really fire up a ball club.
Now batting, left
At the plate, Akil Baddoo. First pitch, not close. Left-hand hitter waits. In the air out towards right center. McCutchen gets under it. Makes the catch. That's out number 2.
Now batting, third baseman, Evan.
2 outs, base is empty.
Longoria.
Here's the third baseman, Evan Longoria. And that one lifted in the air center field. McCutcheon makes the catch, and that'll do it. But the long ball was working in this inning. Not once, but twice. It's now a 3-2 ball game. Back here at Petco Park, here's the left fielder, Austin Hayes.
For the Buffaloes.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Next offering is in for a strike. The big lefty turns, kicks, deals. Bounce to third. Longoria picks it up, gathers, and throws to first. One away here in the fifth.
Now batting, catcher, Luis Campusano.
Luis Campusano getting ready to hit.
Well, on the mound, very efficient, able to produce an outcome, it seems like, within the third or fourth pitch of just about every at bat.
Bounced out to short. Zips it across, and the first two set down in the top of the fifth.
The right fielder, number 30, Kyle Tucker.
Kyle Tucker, the next to hit, a guy who makes an impact not just at the plate, but also in the field. Pitch misses inside, and it's 1-0. Good eye right there. The 2-0 is in for a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And a pitch. Just off the inside edge.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
Two outs. That's in there.
Full count.
The wide to kick the pitch. On the ground. And foul ball. The pitch. Fouled off again. And it remains 3-2. Ninth pitch of the at-bat due next. Next offering is fouled back.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Swings and misses. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. And welcome back. Now it's the second baseman, Brock Holt.
Leading off for the Dubs, the second baseman, Brock Holt.
And the right-hander back to work. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Ball 1, no strike.
Swing and a miss, strike 1.
Pretty impressive. We haven't seen that pitch from him much, but he's got a really good feel when he throws it.
Next offering is way upstairs. Righty to the plate. Popped up. Ramirez makes the catch, and there's one away.
The catcher, number 36, Cam Gallagher.
Cam Gallagher now at the plate. That one's in there, 0-1. The wind and the pitch. Strike two.
The baseball's coming out of his hand very well. He's been able to paint all four corners, but really good ride at the top of the zone. Hitters have to respect that. Very difficult pitch to hit.
Owen Chu now. Popped in the air, left side. Ramirez settles under it and makes the catch. And there are 2 outs.
Good hard fastball up in the zone right there. They look really good coming in, but so hard to get on top of as a hitter.
Now at the plate, Whit Merrifield. And the first offering is not close. The pitch. In the air, out towards left center. Makes the grab after a long run. That is the inning. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. And now
Colorado,
Chris Taylor.
The second baseman, Chris Taylor.
Yarbrough back to work. And a good eye there. Bullpen activity starting up now. Kyle Crick getting ready to come in for Bob Melvin. Stratton warming up as well. Base knock center field.
Well, that may end up being an at-bat we go back to later on when this game is over.
That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
McCutchen in the box now, takes strike one.
This is one of those situations defensively where you can't try to do too much. You got to make sure that you field the ball cleanly and get 1 out first. It's going to be tough to get 2 with this kind of speed in the batter's box.
The 0-1.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of a double play here.
Here comes the pitch. Popped up to the left, into foul ground. Makes the grab, and there's 1 down.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. So right-handed slugger at the plate. Chris, you surprised that the lefty is still in there?
Extremely. I mean, you've got arms down in the bullpen, and there's somebody down there that can match up.
Runner on the go. Line drive, that's a base hit. Now it rolls down into the corner. Runner around third. He scores to tie it up. It's 3-all. Man, Siggy, he hit that ball right on the sweet spot. According to StatCast, the exit velo 110 miles an hour.
Yeah, Boog. I mean, that right there is an absolute missile. And he just put a great swing on it, squared it up perfectly. Those are the ones that feel really good.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Ryan Yarbrough won't go any further, and as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with the new pitcher after this break. Christy Mathewson comes on now. He'll try to strand the runner at second.
Well, at this point of the ball game, we're talking about middle innings, and you get a little length out of this arm coming out of the bullpen. We'll see just how many outs he's able to give his skipper.
Go ahead run on base. Next to hit, Jose Ramirez. 1 for 2. And that's in there for strike 1.
0-1.
One out and a runner at second. Left-hand batter waits. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. Right-handed reliever. Going to count 1 and 2. At the belt and fires. Smash to the left side. Sends it to first. And Ramirez is set down.
Now batting, the first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
Paul Goldschmidt digs in now.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion and he's in full speed.
Nope,
First
that's
pitch
ball.
just misses.
Ball 1, no strike.
And a big swing and a miss.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they are creeping into my mind right now.
Next pitch is outside. And that's outside. And the right-hander deals. In the air, left side. Baddoo drifts towards it, squeezes it, and that is that. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. We're tied now with 3 apiece. Back here in San Diego, there's the shortstop at the plate, Ahmed Rosario.
The shortstop, Ahmed
And here it comes.
Rosario.
Slider clips the zone.
Some guys are just more confident they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
Right-hander kicks, deals. That's inside. And the righty deals. Started to go after it. Now a look down to first. And James Kingsley says he won a round. And a 1-2. Swing and he breaks his back. Over to Goldie. Barely got him for the out. Close play.
Now batting, first baseman, Greg Lewis.
Now it's the power speed combo. Craig Lewis. First offering and it just misses. Kicks and fires. That's down and in.
2-0 count to a guy with this much pop at the dish. You better expect him to be turning on something. It's going to either get hit hard to the pull side or the fans better look out in the stands.
That one fouled off. And a pitch. Foul ball there. Next pitch, not close, up high. Kicks and deals. Stays alive. Here comes a 3-2. Swung on, belted. Way back there. Adios, pelota. His 16th homer of the year. Just like that, they move in front. It's 4-3.
Well, he saw a lot of pitches in this at bat, and in this 3-2 count, he got something he could handle. Wasn't fooled. Did a really nice job in approaching and attacking that baseball.
Willie Mays getting ready to hit.
Now batting, the center fielder.
First offering misses the mark.
Mays.
And that's in for a strike. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Jonathan Loaisiga getting ready to come on for Bud Black. Rock getting loose as well. 1-1 now. Swing and a high fly ball down the left field line, but hooking foul. Tapped softly on the ground. Over to Goldie. 2 down.
The batter, the designated hitter, Teoscar Hernandez.
And the batter now, Teoscar Hernandez. He's already homered here in this one. In there for strike one. And there's the strike. Next pitch in the dirt, and it's 1-2.
0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
And down on strikes. And that is that. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. It's now a 4-3 ball game. Welcome back. The batter now, Javier Baez.
Leading off
A lot of times
for the
you're
Buffalo,
looking for a guy to get that tying run on base, but because of the power, you want him to tie up the game with 1 swing here.
And he deals. That one's in there, and it's 0-1.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
The wind of the pitch. On the ground right side into the outfield, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Well, that was an important at bat in this game,
Now
so
batting,
a great job
left
there
fielder,
stepping up to the challenge.